Welcome to Daily Thetha ko SABC 1. Nakalibito ke na Nicolette wa Mashile ngwana wa kwa Bush Bakrit Mapula Neng. I am very excited today to hear about the sentencing of Vicky Momberg. You will remember her as one of those ladies who was very racist. So it's great to see that the country is doing something about racism. But the question, what are they doing about the human rights of Rastafaris? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Look, we know from a paper that was written by Midas Tawani of University of South Africa, University of Johannesburg as a matter of fact. He speaks about the Rastafari movement coming into South Africa officially in the 28th of December in 1997. But we know what document research says that it kind of came up sometime in the 1930s in Jamaica, but there's a bit of a confusion there because we also know it's really from Haile Selassie in Ethiopia in the few hundreds ago. So we're trying to get an understanding for what is it about their life that we need to understand? Is it a religion? Is it a culture? Or is it a way of life? Because that's what we always hear. But what we do know is that it's dynamic, it's beautiful. But the question Rastafari.
Ikamla mngokini waka Shandu katuku yena tole olimi lezandla usisifortune madlala namhlanje sibheka impilo yamarasta nanokuthi ngokomthetho sisekelo lesiningizima Afrika uyaba protector in on paper as nabo bafila ukuthi ba protected in eNingizimu Afrika. Do you even understand ama rights wabo? Some of them basebenzisa insango ngenye indlela abakwazi ukuthi baxhumane ngayo noNkulunkulu uma besho, but ngempela bangakwazi ukuthi bayibhemele insango noma ikuphi onabo bayaboshwa njengawo wonke umuntu mayitholakala nensango emgwaqeni. Kwenzakala kanjani yini labafuna ukusifundisa zona? Let's say for umntwana at the age of 8, 10, 9 or whatever age afuna ukuthi ajoin the religion or the movement, yona into sobe sibheka ukuthi izona ziphi isisekelo sempilo yamarasta. And also usho ukuthini kuba irasta, the fact that nginwele ezinde eziphothekile and ngibhema nensango lokho kusho ukuthi ngiyirasta na okukhona ezinye zeindlela ekumele ngizilandele. That's what we're talking about. Awusuke nawe lapha ekhaya ke usifonele ku 0113391315 or usithole enkundleni zokuxhumana sami nisobona ukuthi bathini emgwaqeni about le topic yethu.
Welcome to yet another day on Daily Thetha. Today we are focusing on something that is very important. We are looking at the human rights of different communities in South Africa. Are they protected? Are they promoted? And are they allowed to practice it in a manner that is fair and proper for a democracy that we are living in? So we just want to find out from people in South Africa in the streets, when they think about the word Rasta, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Do they still think of them as delinquents, the people with dirty dreadlocks, like some of people are always saying? We're going to be going out to the streets and finding out that. And how do we change this perception that is constantly vilifying the Rasta community? When you hear the word Rastafarian, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, the first thing is a group of people who believe in certain things and things that we as a society might not understand because most of us are not Rastafarian.
When I was growing up, firstly, when I heard Rasta, I just thought of degenerates, people who just smoke with no morals, who just with hair which is not washed. But now I'm more into it. I understand it. When I hear Rastafari and I hear Pan-African.
Well, I think for me there's kind of two sides to it. I know that it's also a religion, and then I know it's also kind of fashionable.
Other people are saying that we can't legalize marijuana because it's a drug and it's bad for the society. But I'm a Rasta baya kalabati maninga legalize nisbamba nisbopa all the time. You are denying us our right to culture. So where do you stand? To legalize or not to legalize?
The reason why government is we legalize it is because young people say abuse it.
Yeah.
Young son, as if mainly because you religion to rain. Say couples we smoke it for fun. I want to get high to fit in and
marijuana is not killing our kids.
It's weird for me to put that in with religion. I don't understand why that's part of a religion.
Drugs are killing our kids from medicinal drugs that are sold over the counter.
I don't think that the disallowing of weed in particular is a violation of a human right, but I do think that the discrimination that kids are facing in schools or that we're facing in jobs just for having the hair that grows out of our head and styling it in this particular way, regardless of what you believe about it, it's just hair.
Welcome back to Daily Thetha. About it, and now I'm sure ekhaya nombuzo onawo about amarasta nangempila iphilayo nanoma yini ofuna ukuyazi, even the food we grew up kunezinto esizwa ukuthi abayidli inyama. Is that ngempela impilo yabo or izinto nje sizwa from abantu abangaphandle? Let's start on your side, Nicolette.
Yes, I think that we start with what is it that you know about Rastafaris?
Hi everyone, my name is Kanya. The first thing I'll say is that what I do know is that, okay, I'm not really sure if it's a religion or it's culture or it's a movement. But what I do know obviously is the outside appearance, what they usually have, like idredzi, babanxiba kanjani. Also know that it's kind of like a mindset or bawuphila kanjani every single day and all of that. I'm not too educated on that because akho amarasta amaninzi apha ndihlala khona or izinto ezinjalo, but I mean there's a few things that I know, like the icon Bob Marley, izinto ezinjalo. So, and I think Tina, as the youth, like we're a bit better when it comes to accept her, like even if you're not going to embrace being irasta, I think Tina singcono because we understand, like even the whole marijuana thing, we kind of understand how it's being used or what they're doing with it. So I think I kind of have an understanding, but there's also in that way I need clarification by indonle.
But why make an effort to go and find information about them?
Okay, I don't think I exactly find information. If I do come across it, I definitely do read because I like learning. I think obviously in everything there needs to be somebody who's going to bring it to prominence.
Okay.
So obviously, Bob Marley was kind of that. So that's how I kind of got exposed to that, to be honest. So I think my only fault would be, but I'm not going from different sources. Maybe in the one where I'm finding that information, which would be whoever's bringing it to prominence. I think that's it.
I'm actually very saddened that she's not bringing up Lucky Dube. Bob Marley, can't South Africa le jwang? Come on.
You know, when you bring Lucky Dube into this, young boy because Lucky Dube be sonta na yabo, be rasta but sonta in Nazareth at the same time. So be guazu guti gu sevens and down. So it's same WhatsApp group. No, be sonta na. There's even a song I that Shembe is the way. It's a nice song. So let's come to this side. We do have Lerato as well. Lerato, anything of Nuguibuza, we do have Umama Empress Ima Ethiopia next to you that you want to understand about the Rastafarians.
Hello everyone. What I want to know about Rastafarians is their religions and their health and how they live. Yeah, that's all I want to know.
Mama.
Blessed. Yes, it is a way of life.
Okay.
It's not a religion. It's our culture.
Okay.
You see? And Rasta is pro-Africa. We are pan-Africa. We are for the upliftment of Africa. Yes? And as far as, don't put us Rasta like in a box and say, all Rasta do this and all Rasta do that. Rasta encompasses many things. Some are Christians. Yes, some are Christians. Some read the Bible. Some burn the Bible. Yes. So we are many multifaceted. Some of us don't eat meat. Some of us eat raw. Some of us eat fish. Some of us eat meat. So don't put us in a box. So the one box you can put us in is that we're for Africa, for the upliftment of Africa and for black supremacy.
Amen.
Let's go to your side, Nicolette. Let's check on social media.
We've got some social media coming in from Arnold Matisse. He says, we got many wannabe Rastafarians today, namely Ganstafarians and Rastafarikians and Rasta shooters. So people need to know the differences. But now the question is, how do we get to know that difference? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that, first and foremost, just on the basis, on the foundation, all these myths about Rastafarians that we don't actually understand. How is it possible that moto are happy?
I think you're not supposed to say and corner foot a cast like a cool questions if there's anything of Unuguyas Namsanje because as Captain Sling is no cool mangazinto sing as Zaz and today is Nama guest also was good at Pendulum and some separate Sabu first. Welcome back to Daily Thetha. Namhlanje sibuka kakhulukazi inkolo or indlela losikompilo abaphila ngama Rastafarians, just to zoom in and understand ezinye zezinto ebesingazazi. And on the couch njengamanje we do have Chili Ruben as well as Ya Phoenix. Welcome to Daily Thetha bafethu.
Thank you.
Cool. There's a comment coming in as well. Okay, sevele yashintsha. But Ubuntu Africa mthiyonke. I'm happy about the topic of today. Rastafarian is a way of life. Dreadlocks is the vows to the Most High, which is God. When you're letting your hair grow, and in order of Melzadek, that vow of Nazareth of Rastafarian. Oh, do you believe in that?
Yes, true.
Explain to us.
Melchizedek, he was born without a mother and a son. Yes. So it's true that it's a way of life, not a religion as such.
If you're saying it's a way of life, can you break it down to me? Meaning that it's a way of life, it's what I eat, how I dress, how where I stay and stuff like that. I won't break it down so that I can understand.
Okay. When you go to number chapter 6 on the Bible,
which one?
The Holy Bible, King James version. Then you will find that they will tell you about. You will find that they will tell you about the vows that the Rastas should take.
Yeah.
It's a Nazarene vow. So they tell you that you shall not cut your hair. The food that you have to eat, the diet that you have to eat. Yes.
All right. Phoenix, how old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 33 years now.
Okay, so at what age did you decide that I am now Rastafari? Were you born into it? I know that Chili Ruben here is your uncle.
Yes.
All right, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Actually, the time I Rasta, I was 13 years old.
Okay.
Yes, when I started going to high school.
Okay.
You know, so since that time until now, I'm still Rasta man. So I had a problem even at school. You know, they wanted to cut my dreads. Yeah, when I was doing matric actually. Bantu it's the whole time from grade 8. After official matric, then I had a problem there at school. Yeah. So since that time, I'm feeling inspiration because our system actually it's against totally you know.
So at 13 years old, background, historical background, Rastafari, this is the way of life, this is how we live, or is it because you've grown up into it, so it was easy for you to transition?
No, now actually you find it out.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have to seek for yourself.
Yes.
You know, till you find. Yeah.
Aningibalansela so ngakwazi ukuthi ngibe irasta without ukuthi mhlawumbe ngiyigunde inwele but still believe and live a Rastafarian life.
Yeah.
Oh. Rastafari, we like Maupila Rastafari. It's all about your heart. Yeah. Ngoba abantu, we know that they circumcise. Then Rona Amarasta, we circumcise. They told us to circumcise our heart. Yeah. Because of it's a priestical order. Yeah, it's a prophet, priest, and king. So without a lock, you can be a Rasta without a lock.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you know how to be Rasta. You circumcise with your heart.
I think Buza Lombuzo, Nicolette, because I see my brother, don't pass the microphone again, on the other side, Auna locks and Auna the name is in there as well. If you Bolalele Uti Uchil Begatini, Westchel Guti, according to a Bible, you mustn't cut your hair. But when I go Hambaganja,
okay, by the way, I'm Naftali. I usually left my dreadlocks up to the police came and found me with ganja.
Okay.
So they had to cut my hair because I was refusing to listen to them when they say I must stop smoking ganja. So unfortunately, this is a sad story, but what happened to me. I believe here in Rasta, in South Africa, Rasta, they don't have rights. And Rastas are not allowed to wear like jewelry things because anytime they take you to prison, it means those things they're going to be taken by prisoners. So anytime if I go to prison now, I'm very sure that I'm going to come back with different shoes, different clothing. My jewelry can't survive because Rastas, anytime is tea time, they take you to prison. And prisoners, they don't know this riches on top of the new person coming in there. If you are new, it means the rich things must come to them. There's one old one.
All right.
So these are the things I face in life.
Very sad story. Yeah, sorry about that, my brother. Good story, journalist.
Phoenix.
Yes, sisters.
How do you get the name? Is it your birth name? Is it your home? We call it the home affairs name.
Yeah.
Is it your home affairs name, or is it a name that you have taken upon for yourself?
Yes, actually, kill for myself. Yeah.
So ulichincha jwang wa ikgetela kapa gona le community e go fang lona Iberka byang?
No, no, it's because I saw I have to be the phoenix actually.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Tell us the history of the phoenix.
Of the phoenix. Mostly, but as it's a Greek mythical bird actually. Yeah. The bird then it rises from its ashes.
Yes.
Yes. The other information I know that it's an element of the sun. So it's a source of the sun actually.
Yeah.
So the sun is it's actually the object it shines bright. So I wanted to shine like the phoenix.
Oh, nice.
But in your ID, you still have the engine number like about
Yes.
18.
Oh,
Lesego, yes.
All right.
Okay.
Yes. I just want to go to Mama. Can you please pass Mama the mic? Mama, in our earlier conversation, we spoke about the fact that people have this idea that you guys are dirty or your dreadlocks are dirty. Can you give us a little bit of an understanding so we get a clearer picture and clear that myth?
Well, sometimes we see people on the street who are living on the street and they have locks.
Yes.
So somehow they associated those people with Rasta, but they are not Rasta. We are very clean. I've been a Rasta for 50 years.
Yes.
So you would be smelling me badly if
Just keep the
it'd be very bad in here with all these Rastas that we didn't wash our hair. So we wash our hair. We're very clean. You see, and like the brother said, it's what comes from the heart that really counts. You see, what really counts is what comes from the heart. And I would just like to give thanks for the opportunity today to talk to our children, so that our children know what Rasta is, because Rasta is international. It's one thing that's all over the world. There's nowhere there isn't a Rasta. All races, yes. All religions, like I say, you have Buddhas who are Rastas, you see? So Rasta is on the rise, yes? And I'm glad today we get a chance to explain what Rasta is to our family, you see?
Mama,
yes.
When you talk about washing your hair, do you use any product or you just go clean? Or
Well, I make products.
Oh,
I'm
you
a
make your own
manufacturer of
product.
products,
Oh,
of hair and skin products. So I make a shampoo.
Okay.
But yeah, we use shampoos. You know, we have long hair, like my hair's to the floor when I stand up. So I wash it. It takes a whole day for it to dry. Yes. So we all wash. You know, we got to think. You know, we can't think so negatively of one another.
Yes.
But let's say I cut my hair. Does that make me less of a Rasta?
No, that doesn't make you. What makes you less of a Rasta is you, yourself. You know, not your hair. Your hair didn't make us Rasta. It was our heart and how we thought. Now, like I said, all Rasta, we're not exactly alike.
Yes.
But one thing that we all do is we praise His Imperial Majesty.
All right. Tell us a little bit. You've lived in the States. Tell us a little bit about the treatment between the way Rastas are treated in the States and Rastas in South Africa.
Well, you know, I don't like that word.
Azania. Yes.
Is the home of the most Rastas in the world. I hope you know that. This is the seat of the Rastafari, not Jamaica. Here, Azania.
Nice.
This is Africa. What happens to our people worldwide, yes, it happens here first.
Okay.
If we're going to have a freedom and a unity here, it's going to happen in Africa first. When Africans come together here, they will come together outside.
Nice.
A quick one, brother. What is one thing that you think that people should know about Rastas?
Okay. Now, but Rasta actually is there to take care of the people, you know.
How?
Yeah.
How?
Rasta man actually is a man all races, a righteous man. He's always uphold the teachings the Most High. And he's proud of being African and black, you know. So Rasta try to emphasize on people, black people, they should know themselves, you know. Yeah.
All right. We are still having the conversation about Rastafari. We are demystifying some of the misconceptions. Please do stay with us after the break.
The Rastamana on the battlefield for Jah.
Article 21 is unconstitutional. In 94, the police was supposed to stop arresting us according to Article 21. Now our problem is we want first Article 21 arresting and prosecuting to stop. And then secondly, we want from 94 till now all those that is in prison that was arrested illegally for ganja to be free. We want those that go through humiliation and sufferation and all that condemnation to be compensated by the government for all those trials and tribulations through the powers. That is why we are here. We plead to the judges to make sure that all schools know that the Rastafari have constitutional rights and he must be in school, and that all workplaces know that the Rastaman can go to work with dreadlocks, and that the police and the lower courts must know that they must stop arresting us and prosecuting us according to Article 21. Ganja is a holy herb. Ganja make I meditate with the Most High. When I smoke ganja, I is connected with the Most High. I is cool, I is calm, collected and peaceful. Unlike wine, where wine make you rough, and wine make you funky, wine make you just want to fight. Now ganja cool I down, it make us peaceful.
So it is I time in this time that I continue the struggle and the fight, because we are confident of good over evil. In this time.
Continue.
Gadamawi,
Haile Selassie, Rastafari, King Selassie.
Welcome back to Daily Thetha. Ntse bla bla ka taba le Rastafari re nyoko chuta gore na bophelo ba bona bo byang, so that we get a better understanding and know how to treat them. We joined on the couch by Brother Thetha, who is the president of the Rastafari United Front, but also by Jerome Brown, who's from the Rasta National Council. We just saw you on the insert, Brother Jerome, and you specifically picked on something that we've been struggling with in this country, the rights of children to wear their hair the way they want at schools. Can you tell us a little bit about how those rights are also violated for a Rastafari child?
Yes, the problem that we have is all over the country. Every year we found that if it is not the principal, then it is the SGB. If it is not the SGB, then it is one of the teachers. So we have to go every year to the school and fight with the school people. Now the school use the funds of the school to take us sometimes to court. Now our people, they are very poor, they cannot go to court, and at the end of the day, our children cut their dreadlocks or they don't go to school at all. That is the problem that we have.
And education is a basic right.
Yeah. So in my situation, my child was 1 year out of school. I go to the MEC of the province. I come from Eastern Province. I go to the Metro Education Department. I come to the human rights lawyers here. I go to the office of the Education Department. They give me letters, they make promises. And then at the end of the day, we sit with the human rights lawyers. All the way they agree with us. But when we sit at the table with the SGB of that school and the principals, then they also now talk in favor of SGB. Because they say the SGB have that rights to can make any kind of laws to rule the schools. But I explained to them, we are not fighting the SGB and the rules. They have to do that. The problem is they are unconstitutional. They don't respect and check the constitutional right of I. Yes, and that is where they make the problem. Now I have experienced that a lot of principals, SGBs, even police and lower court magistrates don't know really what the rights and the constitutional rights of the Rastafari is there. And that is why, like for instance, if we go to the one school and we explain to them that we agree that you must test the children because it is part of the government policy. But when we go to them and we found that our children was tested without our consent, the children were somewhat taken out of the line one morning without doing nothing wrong at school. Now we expect at least that my child must do something at school at least before you test him. Also according to the test books that the way they're supposed to test the children, they don't go according to that regulation. Some schools take the children to the toilet. some in the principal office, some use the teacher that they have no training,
Yes.
some have training, but all of the schools, they are not equipped in this way.
Okay, let's bring Brother Thetha on this one as well. Abantu abaningi, when they see abantu amarasta beminsango, they don't understand. It's like you just want to be high and whatever. Can you explain lento ukuthi inibemelani insango?
Well, first of all, asibhemi insango siyayishisa. Ngesixhosa bathi umuya.
Okay.
Which is umyalezo.
Okay. Like njengokuthi mawushisa impepho.
Sacrifice ushisa impepho.
Okay.
So sisebenzisa for spiritual purposes. Asibhemele ukuba high. Because singamarasta asimix njengabanye abantu bayimix.
Okay.
Sisebenzisa as a medicine.
Okay.
Government is beginning to agree with us. They're talking about medical marijuana.
Yes.
We've been saying that forever. Now lately they are beginning to wake up.
Okay.
You understand? So it is a medicine.
So ngicela ucacisele la amarasta wayebhema insango ayayishisa njengempepho.
Siyayishisa what we smoke. Your body is a temple of God. So we're burning it within our own temple.
Okay.
So, but we don't consider that smoking.
Okay.
Because we are not doing it like casual cigarette smoker or any other smoker of any other thing. So we are doing internal sacrifice.
I see.
Because it says your body is a temple of God. God lives within you.
So, but ideally, what must happen? By legalize it, or what would be the ideal?
Well, the issue of the Rastafari in South Africa from 1994, we can go from 1975, when the movement began in this country, until now. It's a classical case of white colonialism and black neocolonialism.
Okay.
We're in a struggle now fighting for liberation from our liberators. These people who claim to have taken us out of apartheid are the ones who are locking us up. And it's throughout Africa, as Mama was explaining, that the conditions of the black men all over the world is the same. So our case here, the laws that you're talking about, Section 21, these are apartheid laws. These are white supremacy laws. These are white colonialism laws which are implemented by black neocolonialism. So we are a 3 million minority, which is a very significant minority.
Yeah.
We are more than everybody in Lesotho. We are more than everybody in Swaziland. We are more than everybody in Botswana. We are more than all the people. We are equal to everybody in Jamaica, including their street kids and hobos and everybody.
Yeah.
So now, it's a significant minority that we were of the view that our government is committing a human rights violation against the Rastafari community and is committing a crime against this particular community. So what we need now is that we've exhausted everything. We march to parliament, we do everything. There's a CRL commission report. It's a chapter 9 institution. The government doesn't listen to anything that we are saying. Finally, we're just thinking we need to sue them.
Why do you think government akanlaleli? Is it maybe the way nikhuluma ngakhona or yini enicabanga ukuthi yenza uhulumeni anganilaleli?
Well, it is because we are the only people in South Africa, when we are angry, we don't ban clinic so that we can get library. We don't barricade street. We don't burn tires. The police, they know they beat us, there's no consequences. We go to Human Rights Commission, we go to Public Protector. There are no consequences at all. So we are one people that you beat them, and you castigate them, you put them in a box as if they are sophisticated hobos with girlfriends and so forth, you understand me? So it is how the country doesn't take us serious.
All right, but Brother Jerome, I don't think I got from Brother Thetha as to what would be the ideal. Yes, you want your rights to be recognized, but what are some of those rights that you feel right now need to be prioritized?
Article 21.
Okay.
Article 21 is an unconstitutional article that is in the law book of the police.
Yes.
Now, in the apartheid years, the NPA, they come up with these articles, and that article was supposed to stop 94.
Yes.
That article continued, 98.
Past democracy.
Yeah, 98, they arrest a man, according to Article 21, with ganja in his house and trees in his yard.
Yes.
And then they give that man 8 years, the lower court.
Okay.
That man go to the Constitutional Court, where all 11 judges found that Article 21 is unconstitutional, illegal, and invalid.
Okay.
So they say that the lower court and the police must stop arresting us according to Article 21 and prosecuting us according to Article 21.
Okay.
But that doesn't happen.
Okay, all right.
Because of
just need
this
to quickly
cut,
go
we need to go to a break. Assignments a break in siyabuya sizoqhubeka no Brother Thetha athi sichazela more about ukuthi yini lafuna ukuchazela bona njengamarasta. Welcome back to Daily Thetha. Sakhuluma about the Rastafarians and trying to zoom in to empilweni zabo to find out ezinye zezinto esingazazi noma ababona ukuthi asizazi abasifundisa zona. Do you have njengamanje Rasta woman and Rasta mighty as well? Welcome to Daily Thetha, guys. Okay, cool stuff. Sisazobuya kunina. We have to go Melmot njengamanje and talk to Mfana Futhi. Mfana Futhi. Sikhona mfowethu njani wena? Njenge Rasta mfowethu yini into ekuphatha kabuhlungu?
No, ukuthi ngizoxoxa kakhulu uhulumeni walapha eNingizimu Afrika ngoba kubonakala lapha kunazeka kakhulu isithunzi samarasta lapha eNingizimu Afrika ngoba yazi ukuthi njengoba siphila la emhlabeni sikholela enkolweni ezahlukahlukene engafani. Sokulilungelo layo naloyo muntu okholelwa kuleyo nkolo leyo akakholelwa kuyona ukuthi amukeleke ngayo yonke indlela kodwa kubukeka lapha inkolo yamalasta ithunazeka kakhulu. Ngibona sengathi uhulumeni wakithi ecindezela inkolo yamalasta uzobheka nje ukuthi ngoba uthola ukuthi mangabe ingane yakho ikholela noma elirasta ikholela eGrafini Shandenzini walinto njengalezo kodwa ayimukeleki ngokwanele esikoleni ngangokuthi othisha abanye bayixoxa okanye bethi ayihambe yofundini wena lokho ukuthunazeka kwenkolo yamarasta nanokuthi nje njengoba amarasta kwazeke ukuthi akholelwa kakhulu kulogwayi lohlaza aphuma logwayi lohlaza kodwa uthola ukuthi awamukeleki noma awavumelekile sedembe esihlangana nalogwayi. Okay. Emphakathini mina ngizocela kakhulu uhulumeni wakithi ukuthi mhlambe akenikeze amarasta inkolo yayo ukuthi ngokukhululeka ukuthi ekholele enkolweni yakhe futhi njengamarasta ekwenze konke akhola khona njengamarasta ayeke ukuthi
Okay, mfana futhi siyakuzwa kakhulu ukuthi ipoint lakho libeka ukuthi uhulumeni akakwazi ukuthi anikeze ilungelo lokuthi nikholele enkolweni nikholela njengawo wonke umuntu. Thank you very much for your point lakho. So khuluma kakhulu ngalo as well. Brother Thetha, you wanted to say something quickly before siya breaking?
Yes, sir. I wanted to say that you were asking what should be done.
Yes.
We're saying the government need to implement the CRL Commission report.
Okay.
It's a Chapter 9 institution finding. Here it is detailing 44 ways that we are oppressed in this country. 44 ways, not one way of ganja, but we are unemployed and unemployable, our children are chased from school and so forth. So if the government can implement this, because it implicates 10 government departments and then the media and the South African Council of Churches.
All right. Rasta women, let's get into the Tabataba side. How are Rasta women treated within the culture but also by outsiders?
Okay, thank you for that. Within the culture, we are very much respected, especially by our kings. We call them kings.
Okay.
There's love, there's unity. So, you know, as a mother, as a woman, you have to teach abantwana bakho, show them love, and then ukuthi build engine self-confidence. Ukuthi maphumela ngaphandle noma bathi amarasta inywele, but they know ukuthi, you know, ekhaya bangifundisile. So that's some of the things nje esifundisana zona inside. Well, outside, ngasho ukuthi nje some of the issues esifaced kakhulu thina singamarasta kuma workplace, for example. So ukuthi maybe working endaweni la kumele khona ugqoke ibhrukwe uyabona so nje bagcine sebangasacashi because of that or maybe yes because of ibhrukwe uyabona just nje ukuthi we are embracing who we are as Rasta women neyinywele futhi like it's very difficult for us.
It's very surprising, Kini, because in the Jewish community women are also not allowed to wear pants, but they seem to have embraced that and you know society has embraced that a little bit better.
Namanazareta futhi abaqoki abantu bakhona abantu besifazana abavumeleke ukuthi baqoka amabhuluku and siya respect her. I can thank you. Rasmighty, let me come to you. Kunalento eshiyo ubrother Thetha ukuthi i-society inokubuka amarasta njengohobo abaneyintombi. Is that maybe iso nani nibuka ngakhona?
Yeah, most of the time since mina ngisiwekhezethe in Namuvela la Johannesburg, I've seen a lot of that when I go that side go Maboneng. Yeah, kunabantu amarasta who are treated like so bad in a way now uzibuze ukuthi kanti kahle labantu why we treat us so, because since Beshilo there is a Jala lady Oshilo on the audience ukuthi this thing starts from the heart and once it's in the heart you can't take it out. Iyafana like uthando ukuthi if you love this person so deep you can't even like let that person go even in a way that we are believer and abantu ba so judgmental in a way that Bakbuze na ukuthi when are you Rasta eli fake because you don't do that, you don't do that. It's like saying umuntu ongayi esontweni ngekalingeni izulu. They mustn't like put us in one box. Meaning I'm a rapper, I'm a Rasmighty, I'm expressing myself the way I am, and I'm a Rastafari.
Often you're talking about ukuthi it's as close as uthole uthando. We hear a lot ukuthi bantu bathi, but sometimes niyaba-convert abantu, niyabafostela ukuthi ba-convert because maybe I fall in love with a Rastafari man and now you get forced to convert. Is there such a thing?
On my belief, I think Rastafarians are very attractive.
Yes.
Even when you're walking in the streets, people can say you look so good. Nobody's forcing anyone. I think they're following us.
All right. Yeah.
I'm passing the microphone to the sister over there.
She's married.
Same question at Tebuzile Nicolette. It seems as if just because you are attracted to Endotae Rasta and then you are forced to convert into the religion or the culture or the movement.
First and foremost, I'd like to greet everybody and also for the time and space as well. On the question, are you forced to be a Rasta just because you're in love with a Rasta man? It goes beyond being Rasta. Everywhere, in every religion, in every culture, if Olomosoto nyarwaki Muzulu, you have to know way of life yabazulu. If Olomswati, you have to know way of life yamuswati. If Kelele Rasta alone and I'm married to a man that's not Rasta, what am I going to teach my kids? So we always say that Gobo Rasteng, it takes a Rasta man and a Rasta woman to have Rastafari. So it is true. How le Mosadi, let's say for instance, those ones that are not married and they're in love, lema Rasta. Bomme, it's time that you prepare yourself to be in the movement. That's the only way in 10 years' time or in 20 years' time. True Rastas in this time. That's what we need.
Quick one, let me come to you, brother man, as well. Ngifuna ukubuza nje umbuzo kuwena mhlawumbe angazi noma ucabanga kanjani. Wonke umuntu esibabona abanama-dreads basebebhema nensango sibabiza ngama-rasta. I'm sure ilokishi nelokishi kuthiwa kuno-rasta bani no-rasta bani. Who qualifies to be called a Rastafarian?
Greetings in the name of the Most High. I'm the Art Prophet. Let me say, everyone who believes that His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie is God and King of the world, a true liberator of black people, is a Rastafari, I believe. But because we are married, you know, me and my sister, we are married. He's got the king there, I've got my queen is not here. But I want to also speak on marriage, because marriage is the issue of rights and right. Rastas, you see, when I got married, there's also serious challenges at the home affairs that we also find as Rasta people.
What are those?
You know, basically, the law of marriage, I must be ordained by a Rasta priest. Not some Mashamplani from out there to come and, I must be blessed by a Rasta priest. You understand? So those laws need to change. It's the same symmetry when we bury our people. Jews, they are given their own right. Muslims, they are given their own right. Let me tell you, in South Africa, Ubu Rasta is one of the recognized religion. That's why you'll see Rasta Utau praying for the president, praying for everyone, and other Rasta priests. So based on that, we are saying the government must stop joking and realize that Rastafari is here and to save them. In closing, let me say, Nelson Mandela was trained by Haile Selassie and he gave him a gun. When he came back there, he was arrested here. We needed that gun back as the Rastafari Society. Natim Tetwa, we are coming after you, Minister. We are coming after the Minister.
Let's go to the breaks, Yabu, after this.
If you have just joined us, and we've had some very interesting conversations and just also learning for us, and I think that's what Daily Thetha is truly about, sana. But Palisa, you've got something, and specifically more, readdress the minority, how do we treat the minority, but you've got an internal Rastafari, something that you'd like to address. Please do, go ahead.
Well, I'm with most of my sisters, and then you find that into ebalimaza kakhulu ukuthi bahlala nabo king man babo for a very long time babazalela abantwana and serve them, But now, and then that's an issue because now our families now a lot of people okay, you're busy making kids for this guy, yet akakshadi, I you know, azovela nje kancane. So nje into engiyicelayo kubobhuti bethu ukuthi bake bacabange nje ukuthi sikhumbule amasiko wethu, i-roots and culture. Ukuyabona bazame nabo ukuthi at least bavele emakhaya wethu basithathe. Mina ngisho ukuthi ngifuna ukuthathwa manje kodwa ngiyasho ukuthi ngingathanda nami ukuthi kuyabona ngingagcini sengiba ulo sister lo onabantwana abayi6 yet ngingazi ukuthi ngiyophelela laphi with this king man. Kuyabona. Yes.
Brother Thetha?
Yes, ma'am.
Comment?
Oh, yes. Well, one of the things is that you need to understand that we are one of the economically suppressed community. I told you that we are unemployed and unemployable. So the reason it will be lack of money for lobola and so forth. But the intention is there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we call them queens.
Cool. Let's come on this side, Nicolette. We do have abantu abaningi abafuna kahle kahle ukubuza imibuzo. Ufuna ukubuza uthini umbuzo wakho about amarasa?
Okay. Igama lami uGugu and I'm a law student at the Northwest University.
Yeah.
My question is more based on the weed issue because then most people know Rastafarians as people who smoke weed. And I want to understand, and also maybe everyone else would like to understand, why is it so important for it to be constitutionalized, and why is it so important for people to accept that fact, and why is it important in your social movement or culture, and where is it written in the Bible?
I think Brother Thetha ugo ayichaza lento, but let's come to Mama on this side. Mama, do you have any explanation ongakwazi ukuchazela ngayo sis?
I want to take it from an economic point, right? Rasta, we were the most persecuted under the cannabis. It's our holy sacrament. Yes? We were the most persecuted. We've been arrested, we've been murdered, had our locks cut, been in jail. Our families have ostracized us. We were unemployable. And now here comes Johnny come lately. Now they want to so-called legalize it, yes, and leave us to decide. It's not going to happen.
I think also uGcina you have something ofuna ukuyibuza namhlanje kuhlelo namhlanje sivala nje uthini umbuzo wakho uGcina?
Okay, Kamala Mugcina, as much as everyone has said, or everyone knows ukuthi Rastafarians smoke weed, we label them as people with long hair, they're with peace. But me, it was never entitled in me in primary school ukuthi I'm a Rastafarian, this is how they work, this is how they do things. This is, if she wears something like this, it means this. If I wear such earrings, it means this, you understand? So as much as Khoisan, it is in my social history book, I learn about it. If I were to know about Rastafari and Uguti, they say that it's a body of God, right? When they smoke it or when they eat it, it makes them, I don't know, high or closer, connect to God. As much as we praise the same God, why don't we learn about it? Why singazi ngayo? Let we use the same constitution. Mabangaboshwa because umfana wensango mekatholwe estradini uyaboshwa, but they treated differently. They don't get the same treatment. What I'm asking for, let us be educated about it. Let us know about it. Masifunde ngayo ukuthi ningathi kusasa mengihlangana nomama estradini ngikwazi ukumhlonipha because I know from head to toe what does it mean in her heart.
Okay, cool. Let's just quickly go to Cape Town. Avela, welcome to Daily Thetha.
Hello. Igama lami Avela from Cape Town. I wanted to comment ukuthi mina ngilirasel for instance.
Uyirasel ncane kusho ukuthini ukuthi uyirasel ncane?
I'm deriving at the age of 15 years. I started Uburasa, and at that time I was in high school. The way I was treated, it was badly. Like for instance, I couldn't bond in abanye abantwana because I wanted ukuthwala esikolweni and I was wearing long robes. So abanye abantwana could not understand me ukuba lento ngiyithathaphi. And even teachers at school, if I have certain friends, they would look each of them if ngene classini if nginjani emehlweni, even if I did something wrong, because I'm the human being, meaning ngizobhuda ngifana nabanye abantwana. So if I did something wrong, they would say ngiqunyiwe without even knowing ukuthi bengitshayile ngebreak or what. Meaning South Africa iyonke as a whole, especially ezikolweni abantwana they need to be teach ngoborasa ukuthi umuntu olirasta have to be this and this and this. Now this college I'm receiving the same thing and I receive high school. I don't have much friends friends nazo, they have more questions because as even the lecturers are looking at me as like like I was chosen a class as the captain of the class, but now treatment is not the same as other captain of the other classes because of now they see me, I'm wearing red, gold and green at school and they are twala every time at school, and so now they see me as instead of school. So my point is the whole South Africa needs to be taught about Oborasa.
Okay, thank you so much, Avela. We are sorry about this and the treatment oitola as well. Hopefully after this show, abantu bazo understand better about Rastafarian life. Siyabonga, Avela.
Yeah, let's come back to the couch and speak a little bit to Ras Mighty. How do we reintegrate the young Rastafari libu philo ba batho ba ngwana? Because it maybe there's an isolation that happens when you guys are Rastafari. You know what I mean? People tend to think, okay, I kima Rasta bali one. How do we integrate the two communities?
I think it's kumele bafundise like bathole understanding because nathi sisebancane sisakhula and asikakatholi kahle understanding mara we love Rastafarians, we are Rastafarians and we get the question every time ukuthi what is a Rastafarian?
So unfundisa ubani?
Like ngingathi thina the movement ekhona yamarasta.
Yeah.
They mustn't like ukuthi bayifade.
Yeah.
They must basinikeze nathi the freedom yokuthi siphile nabantu in order for us ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi sibafundise kahle. We can't say people must be educated, but still siya isolate society.
Brother Thetha, in closing, I need to ask this question, Uguti. Now, siyabona ukuthi stereotypes sama Rastas because there's nothing documented etholakala when people want to find out more about Rastafarian life ukuthi uphila kanjani. Instead, I would just tell someone ukuthi abantu abangcolile ababhemtsanga abangazwani nogeza and lo muntu take it ukuthi because lokho ngikushilo and there's no way angadispute khona. How do we move forward?
Well, it's the nature of our colonial society. You must remember that South Africa, they say we are 80% Christian, 90% religious, 100% spiritual. Now, this 80% Christian, it is the one in the SGBs, it is the one in the interfaith committee, it is the one everywhere determining this attitude, even the curriculum. This 80% does not give a space to have a curriculum where, as Sisi said, that she learned about the Khoisan, but she doesn't know anything about Rastafari. And I told you we're 3 million in this country. We're supposed to be one of the people you study about. But now because of schools, the nature of the schools, they were introduced by missionaries. So they are Christian schools. That's why Muslims, they build their own. Jews, they build their own. The problem is we don't have funds, we don't have money. We are a very economically impoverished community, historically disadvantaged. So as a result, we can't build our own schools and begin to disseminate. Like now you see us now on Daily Thetha. I think you'll see us on TV after 6 months or a year.
We have a very, very special edition of gospel singers. They're going to have the most honest conversation. Please do tune in to Daily Thetha tomorrow at 10:30 to 11:30 only on SABC 1. Thank you for tuning in.